probably have 10 different.
I was always told 2 heads are better than 1.
Are you married, Steve? Well, when you were married, that makes sense. Now that you're divorced, not so much sense. That's a good marriage anatomy, isn't it? 2 heads is better than 1, you and your wife. I can see why, Steve, you're probably divorced. Because you did not hold to that category. But can you see, God never gets divorced, does he?
No, that's right.
And he always, historically, eternally, will always be in relationship, is he not? Yes, come forward, sir.
Why we have this?
Yeah, I can't hear you. You need to come forward.
No, you hear me? Why we have
We're talking about God today. We're not talking about Israel. You go over there and talk about Israel. But we're talking about Jesus. We're not going to talk about Israel. So we're going to talk about Allah. Jesus was born in Palestine, yes.
Christianity coming from over there?
And it's now all over the world. Because it's for everybody.
Why we don't have enough Christians in Israel right now?
Why are there no Christians in Palestine right now? There are quite a few Christians. In fact, Christians are everywhere, aren't they? Get back. I've answered your question, I'll answer ours. Your God is what? He's always distant, is he not? Your God is always other, is he not? Your God never comes to earth, right? Has Allah ever come to earth? I just answered it. There are Christians there. Here on Speaker's Corner. So Christians are everywhere. How do we do this? Oh, I see. It's a magnet. It's a magnet. So Christians are everywhere, Paul, right?
Everywhere.
And they are going to be everywhere for a reason. Why are Christians everywhere?
Because the promise from ages ago is for all nations in the world. All nations.
So Jesus didn't just come for the Jews.
Didn't come for just the Jews, he came for all nations.
He didn't just come for the Palestinians.
Not just for the Palestinians.
And how do we know he came to the whole world? Where did he say that?
He actually says that. He says it at the end of his ministry. He says, go to the whole world.
Starting
in Jerusalem, go to Samaria and to the ends of the whole world.
That includes London, right?
It even includes London.
And that includes his country, right?
It includes his country.
Which he doesn't want to talk about today. But that includes the Muslims today, doesn't it?
It does.
And that includes Stephen right here. It includes you, Stephen. God bless. Are you a Muslim? Here we go. Okay, let's talk to you.
I believe in the Jesus, I believe in the God, I believe in everything. I am really sorry. My speaking is not very
That's okay. That's okay.
I just want to ask you, the Jesus, the Son for the God or the God?
The what?
Jesus. God our, what you believe in? God our
Okay,
Son.
he wants to know, is Jesus God?
God our Son.
God the Son.
Yeah.
Can God have a son?
God does have a son. Right from the ancient times, at the end of the book of Proverbs, it literally says, do you know who the maker of the heavens and the earth is? And do you know the name of his son? We do know the name of his son, Jesus. Jesus described himself as the Son of God. And whoever is born, like if a tiger gives birth to a tiger, it is a tiger. So a son is God.
So,
truly God.
Is he born from the loins of God, is his question.
He's eternally born from the Father.
He has always existed as Son of God.
2 arms and a loin.
So he has always existed, right?
Always existed.
But he thinks that he's come from the loins of God, is what he's the problem
Yeah,
with.
no, the
He
Father
thinks
has
it
always
biologically.
been
It's
the
a
Father.
biological son.
It's not a biological thing.
So
The
explain that to him.
The Father has always been the Father. He's always got his Son. He's always got his breath and his Spirit. That's what the living God always is. There's nothing biological about it. That's how human beings.
Are you listening to this? Okay, where are you from?
I'm from Iran.
Okay, are you the son of Iran?
No, Iraq.
Iraq.
Different country.
Iraq.
Are you the son of Iraq?
Yeah.
Does that mean you're born from Iraq?
Yeah.
You're born from Iraq?
Yeah.
Biologically? You came from the ground in Iraq? No. So sonship also means relationship. That means you inherit everything that Iraq gives you. You inherit citizenship. You inherit everything about Iraq. You are part of that. And that's why you're a son of Iraq. So when Jesus is the Son of God, he was not born biologically from God. It's like he has always inherited everything that God inherits. He inherits. That means God is God, so is he God. So is God divine, so is the Son divine. So when he says, I'm the Son of God, he's saying, I am God. He is saying, I am God. And when he was asked that in Matthew chapter 26, in the Sanhedrin, by Caiaphas, isn't that right?
That's right.
He said, Caiaphas, are you the Son of God? He says, it is as you say. Caiaphas tore his robe because this man, he said, has blasphemed. He has dared to call himself God. That's another question you always ask us. Where does Jesus say, I am God? Matthew 26. He is claiming to be God, is he not?
His opponents always know what Jesus is saying. They tried to kill him even earlier because they know he's making himself equal with God because he claims to be the Son of the Father. His opponents know that he's claiming to be God.
With hindsight, as God is the Father, might it not have been better if he had a daughter rather than a son? Just saying. There's not much female representation in this story.
Now here's our human man over here, always wants in inhuman terms.
Yeah.
This is the kind of God you would have created.
Human terms.
This is a Stevian.
God used human terms.
We call this Stevian
Why
logic.
not have a daughter better reflect the reality of his world?
God bless you, Stephen. Your Stevian logic wants to have more than three. Your Stevian logic wants to have a woman there. Your Stevian logic.
If there were more leading women in your religion, it might not be so.
Okay, let's talk about that. Leading women. Now the greatest.
Like the womb that God needed for 9 months. That's the only woman in the story. It's like the
Oh
womb
my,
that
oh
God
my,
needed
oh
for
my.
9 months.
The greatest event in the history of mankind. What is the greatest event that ever happened?
No, it's
The resurrection, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So who did God show himself to? A man?
And Mary Magdalene, the first person to witness the resurrection of the man God is Mary Magdalene. The first apostle of the resurrection is a woman.
And is this the testimony of a woman, half of that of a man in first century Judaism?
Yeah, he trusts himself entirely to it. And he says, you go and tell the apostles. He entrusts her to be the witness of his resurrection completely.
Now Jesus was a rabbi, was he not?
Yeah, he's called a rabbi.
And Mary was sitting at a rabbi's feet and being taught.
That's right.
Martha
yeah.
was in the kitchen, right?
That's right.
And Martha says to Mary, come into the kitchen. What did Jesus say?
Yeah, he says, no, come on. Yeah, okay, that's right, yeah.
Jesus, continue
I
on.
want to know where you're going with it.
Here we go. He says, no, Mary, you stay right here.
Yeah, he says, stay right here. You've done the better thing.
Now,
You've
what
done the better
in
thing.
first century Judaism are women permitted to sit at the feet of a rabbi?
No, that's right, but Jesus breaks all the rules.
Bingo! He breaks
all
1,000
the rules.
years of tradition right
That's
there.
right, and he does it with the woman at the well as
At the well as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Explain that one there.
They're at the well and in the kitchen. What was that?
You weren't listening, Steve. He tells Mary to go back to the kitchen. He tells Martha to go back to the kitchen.
No, you miss it. That's not
You
the
completely
story.
missed it. We were giving you an example.
Exactly.
Here we go, Steve.
The woman was in the kitchen.
No,
And what did he say to the woman in the kitchen?
Did he say, come out the kitchen?
He said, go back, but Mary.
Sent her back to the
Keith,
kitchen.
did you listen, Stephen? He said, Mary, you stay at my feet. You stay and listen.
How is that demonstrative of giving woman rights?
A rabbi allowing a woman to sit at his feet.
Stay at my feet. And you're actually using this to demonstrate the
Slightly
woman
off the Trinity now.
Now, can you see, folks, how from a Stevian standpoint, he only looks at that side of it without realizing she was learning from a rabbi.
Yeah, exactly.
And women could not learn from rabbis.
Yeah.
But he was doing something that only he did in 1,000 years. All right, let's continue on. So we've now shown that you have to have those three.
Yeah.
Stop with him.
Why?
He's just like a second-class citizen.
No.
I mean,
I know what you're going to say to me.
Oh, does he know?
I'm an atheist, and you're going to say to me you're not going to talk to me because I'm atheist. Is that right?
Why would I say that?
You said that to me 6 months ago.
No, I wasn't here 6 months ago. I was in here 3 months ago. I live in America.
I said to you,
You're making it up as you go. I've never seen you before. When was I here?
You said to me, you were over there. You said to me, we don't talk to atheists.
Who's this man right here?
To me now.
Who's this man right here? He's an atheist.
I have a question. As an atheist, I have basic questions. Will you answer them?
Of course we will. We love atheists. Do we love atheists? Do you love atheists? Do you love Steve? Does Jesus love Steve? We love everybody. Calm down. We love you. Of course we love you.
Show us the colour of your money.
Okay, now what's your question?
Do you believe God is the Jews are God's chosen people?
They were, yes.
Really?
Yes. But so he still loves you regardless. I'm not one of the chosen, but he loves me.
Hold on a minute. What sort of God chooses one race above all others?
What's the question?
What sort of God chooses one race over all others? It never happens. It never happens.
He also acted as
Paul, what did he choose them to do?
Be a witness to all nations.
So he chose them with a responsibility, right?
Yeah.
He didn't choose them only to be saved.
The words to Abraham are so that all nations of the world will be blessed.
Can I ask you something really? Can I ask you a really simple question?
Okay, here we go, Paul. Let me say this. You are a minister, right?
Yep.
You are chosen by the church to preach, right?
Yeah.
I am not. So does that make you special?
Well, not really. My job is to preach to everybody.
And you are chosen because you are gifted. You are chosen because you are gifted to do so.
Yeah, right.
But I would love to be a preacher, but I'm not going to be a preacher. Not in the Anglican church.
Well, yeah, not in the Anglican church. Yeah.
So therefore you are chosen. How dare the church choose you? Can you see how idiotic that question is?
That's right.
You're chosen for a responsibility.
Yeah, that's it.
You are chosen for a task.
I'm no better.
The
at
Jews were chosen to do, listen, many things, and they were persecuted because of that choice.
Yeah.
They were killed because of that choice. Did they want that choice? No, they did not. And for history, the whole history of Judaism has been one of persecution and death, has it not? Not much of a choice. So can you see, sir, they were chosen to bring to the nations the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Can I also add?
Have we answered you now?
Yes, but
Okay, that's all we wanted to hear. Okay, we do need to get some more people up.
So they're estate agent because he chose land for them as well. Yeah, people also acted as their estate agents. You really believe all this? Can I ask you something? Really? Do you believe in the tooth fairy? And if not, why?
The tooth fairy?
Do you believe it?
You know, I was a little baby. Did you ever have a tooth fairy as a little kid?
It's very simple.
Did you believe in it as well? I got some money out of it.
I did for a while, and then I grew up.
That's right.
I wonder why the same doesn't happen for religious.
Well, we underthought the same thing for atheists. You need to grow up and finally realize there is a God. Okay, Florian. Okay, you have everything. All right. Okay. Florian, where are you from?
From Germany.
Ah, so people, he doesn't speak English as his native tongue. So be nice to him. Okay? Did you hear that, Steve? Be nice to him. All right? Yes. The rest of you must, where'd the Muslims go? They always go whenever we get someone up. Oh, he's over there. All right.
German, don't put your hand right there.
All right, it's a German. Flavian, as a German, what is it you want to talk about today? You come all the way from Germany.
I come all the way from Germany to talk about the Qira'at of the Quran.
Okay, I need the Qira'at now. Okay, we need the Qira'ats. Where's the bag? Donna, we need you here. So we're going to do the Qira'ats today. Now, exactly explain before we show them, what are the Qira'ats?
So the Qira'ats are the different readings of the Quran. There are different dots and different vowels on the razm to understand it. Without that, you cannot understand it. So if you put a different dot there and a different dot there, you have different meanings of the text. And so because of this, we have different Qur'ans. Muslims will say we only have one preserved Quran, unchanged, and it's eternal. But if we look at this, we see And we saw in the past, there is not only one Quran, there are more than one.
Okay, Fluvian, how many Qurans are there in this picture?
We have here 26 different Qurans.
And this woman found them, right? Her name is Hattush.
Exactly.
She's right there in the picture. Look at it. We showed you her. But here she is at Speaker's Corner. 10 years ago, we came to Speaker's Corner. That's us right there. And we're holding up all 26 of these Qurans.
Exactly.
Right here where I'm standing is where it happened. Right under these trees. Hi, Harry and Larry, they're up there right now, looking down. They're up in the tree. And there we are, holding them up. And this man here was watching us. Who is this man here? That's Muhammad Hijab.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Muhammad Hijab, okay? Go ahead. Why did we hold these different Qurans up?
We hold them up because the Muslim narrative is there is only one unchanged eternal Quran which was never changed and is eternal.
Where's the Quran?
But we saw here that there's not only one Quran but different Qurans.
Okay, so here is the Quran. They say that's eternal.
Yeah, right.
This is the Quran that every Muslim uses today. Well, 93% of the Muslims in the world use this Quran today.
Exactly.
Do you know the name of this Quran?
This is the Hafs Quran.
The Hafs and Asim Quran.
Hafs and Asim.
So Hafs, that comes from Asim. So already you have two names, right?
Exactly.
Hafs and Asim.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Asim is his teacher. He's the Qira'at Ran, right? And Hafs would be the Ruwayat. So what's the difference between a Qira'at and the Ruwayat? Do you know the difference?
Can you tell the
Well, one is a teacher and one is a student.
Yeah, exactly.
So you have two different men. They're both from Kufa. This is his Quran.
Exactly.
This is the one that we read today.
Yeah, most Muslims read today the Hafs Quran.
This is in Arabic, right?
Right.
Everything is in Arabic. As it is in Arabic, that means this is not a translation.
No. Most Muslims will claim or say that we're talking about translation, but this is not a translation. This is the Arabic text.
Jesus! Who is the King of Kings?
Jesus!
Who is the Lord of Lords?
Jesus!
Who is God in heaven?
Jesus!
Who is God on earth?
Jesus!
Who rose from the dead?
Jesus!
Who waits for you and me?
Jesus!
What is his name?
Jesus!
Can't hear you. Jesus. Okay, let's get back to this again. So here we have an Arabic text.
Exactly.
This is the Arabic Quran. There's nothing translating about this.
This is not a translation. This is the Arabic Quran, and it's
I need you to
not
hold it.
acceptable when Muslims claim that we talk about a translation. We see it's the Arabic text.
Here is another Quran. This is also in Arabic, right?
Yes, right.
This is the same as that?
Not the same, no.
These are not the same Qurans. Now, I notice there's no Muslims here to defend this. But you Muslims who are watching, we introduced 26 of these Qurans 10 years ago.
Exactly.
Flavian, we have 2 of them right now.
Right now, yeah.
This is known as the Warsh Quran.
Exactly.
This is not the same as that, is
And
it?
it's not the same. Most Muslims will use the Hafs Quran, but in North Africa they will use the Warsh Quran. And between those two Qurans, we have 5,000 different words, which means 5,000 different meanings of the text.
Okay, did you all hear that again? Say it again. They're not supposed to have even one difference, right?
Exactly.
If this is created, or sorry, if this is uncreated, it's always existed, right? That means eternally this book has been in heaven.
Yeah, forever.
That's in chapter 85. Hold that up as high as you can. That's in chapter 85, verse 21 and 22, according to that book. Chapter 85 says they allow al-Mahfuz. Allow al-Mahfuz means the preserved tablets, which has always existed eternally in heaven. who also is always existing?
Why do you not preach the gospel?
Who else is always all existing?
Why do you not preach
Jesus Christ.
Jesus?
Jesus Christ is always all existing, right?
Always, yeah.
So can you see? Immediately you have two eternalities, right?
Right, yeah.
You have two eternalities.
Another thing to
Does Jesus Christ, does the gospel have two different gospels?
No, there's only one true gospel.
There's only one true gospel. Only one true gospel, right?
Amen, right, yeah.
Do we have different gospels?
We have different gospel accounts, but only one true.
Is there only one Jesus, right? Is there only one Jesus?
Only one Jesus Christ.
So here we go. There is supposed to be only one Quran.
Yeah, right. According to the Muslims, there should be only one.
Can you take care of it? Take care of
We
it.
must preach the gospel.
Okay. Can you see immediately we have now two different eternalities.
Exactly.
We have two eternalities. One this one and one this one, which go alongside Allah Himself. Which is the one of these two that is the eternal Quran?
This is the question to our Muslim friends. Is it the Hafs or is it the one Quran, which is eternal and uncreated? Because we have more than one Quran.
It's
Okay,
Christianity.
so if you say they are eternal, they should be exactly the same.
Absolutely.
Which means every word, every letter, every sentence should be exactly the same.
Yeah, every dot, every letter, and every word should be the same.
But we have 5,000 differences.
Between both, yes.
5,000 differences.
More than one.
5,000 different words. You need to stand in front of him. Stand in front of him. So can you now understand why this completely destroys Allah al-Mahfuz? This completely destroys the idea that there is one Quran. This completely destroys the idea that there is one eternality.
This is what
Two
the Muslims-
different ones, completely different. Go on, Flavio, help me here. Explain that to the people here.
So we have a big problem because, as we said, the Muslim claim is there's only one Quran, not one God or change. But what we saw here is we have more than one Quran. We have two. And on the other picture we saw, there are more than two. There are 26 different Qurans. And between these two Qurans, we have 5,000 different words.
Put me here, Jay. They pushed me here. You don't.
Stay right there, stay right there. Thank you. Keep yelling at me. That's okay, that's okay. Thank God we don't have this problem, folks. Thank God that we don't have to push people around. Now let's continue on. In the unity that we've looked at two different Qurans. So where's your Quran? Keep it up there. Come right here.
And false teaching.
We have two different Qurans.
Your people put
These
me
two
here,
do
Jay.
not say the
Your
same
people
thing.
pushed me
Exactly.
here.
What does that say about the Word of God for Islam?
That says for the word of God in Islam that the claim that is eternal and there's only one Quran is not correct.
Okay. In that context, can you not see that with our Word of God, the Bible, Jesus Christ, we don't have different Jesus Christ. We don't have different Bibles. We don't have eternal Bibles. We don't even use this word, do we?
We only have one Jesus Christ and he's never changed. He's not corrupted. He has been the same and is the same and will be the same forever.
Okay. God bless you. Can you see now? Is there anything else you want to say? This eradicates eternality. This eradicates preserved tablet. This eradicates preservation. This now shows that the Bible, I'm sorry, not the Quran is as man-made as you can get. Just with these two right here. All right? Can you see, folks? Looking at it, I'm sorry for this interruption from this brother here. He seems to be a little upset with us. God bless him. He has the right to say what he's saying. But we're not talking about the gospel of Jesus Christ changing. Has the gospel ever changed?
Never.
Has the Bible ever changed?
Never.
When we look at the Hebrew and the Greek, Old Testament for the Hebrew, New Testament for the Bible, are there different Bibles?
We only have one Bible.
And it's the same in
the
Hebrew
same.
and also in Greek.
Exactly.
There are some punctuation differences.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
You're correct, yeah.
But in German and in English, do we have the same Bible?
We have the same Bible. It's translated, but the meaning is the same in German and in English.
And why do you like that? Why is that important to you, Flavian?
It's very important to me and to us Christians because we see that this Bible is from God. Not the Quran, but the Bible is from God and inspired by God.
Look at her. She's dancing. She loves to hear that. She loves to hear that.
Amen.
She can't keep still. Look at this woman. She can't keep still because our Bible is so good, isn't it?
Amen.
We don't have this problem in the Bible, do we?
We don't have that.
We don't have different different original. Remember, these are original.
Yeah.
These are not translations.
Exactly.
This is not German versus English.
No, this
And
is-
this one here is from Cairo. That one is from Kufa. This one is from Kufa in Iraq. Two different cities. This man died in 796. This man died in 812. Did they know Muhammad?
They could never know Muhammad. It's
When did
impossible.
Muhammad die?
He died in
632.
632, yeah.
So he died in the 7th century. This man died in the late 8th century. That man died in the 9th century. They never knew Muhammad, right?
Impossible, right? Yeah.
They never heard Muhammad, right?
Never.
So they never heard the recitation, did they?
No, never.
And yet there are 5,000 different words. So when you have 5,000, that means 5,000 different meanings.
Exactly.
Does that change the theology?
Absolutely.
You want to see some changes?
Yeah, sure.
Let's look at some changes.
Keep preaching, keep preaching, keep preaching.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. We're going to show you some of these changes.
Here or is it?
Right here. So here's one right here. Chapter 3, verse 146. This is the Hafs, that's the Warsh, okay? Here, take this bag.
Yes, sir.
Whoops, let all the cameras look at this. There's the Hafs, there's the Warsh. On this one, it says, Qatala. And how many prophet fought? So here, the prophets fight.
Yeah.
When you get to the Warsh in chapter 3, verse 146, where's the Warsh in Hafs? Hold them up. When you get to the Hafs and the Warsh, in the green one, when you look at the green one, this one here, you hold that. When you look at the green one, it says Kutila, which means killed. So how many prophets fought or were they killed? Now, Fuvian, what would you rather be? Would you rather fight or would you rather die?
Fight.
You would rather fight
Yeah.
because
They'll
you
be killed,
survive here, right?
Exactly.
And what happens to you here?
Then they were killed, and it's a completely different meaning because there they fought what he said, and here they were killed. It's a completely different meaning of the text.
So this is not a punctuation difference.
No.
This is not what they say, a grammatical difference. This is nothing. This is a completely change of the word, which changes the meaning. And in this case, kills the prophets. Can you see if you're a prophet, you would rather go with the Hafs on this one?
Absolutely.
But which of these two is in heaven?
This is a question to our Muslim friends. What the Muslims should answer is, which one of these is the preserved one in heaven? Because we see it is not the same. You cannot say it's a miracle. It is not the same.
Now here, in chapter 43, verse 19, you have Ibadu, which means slave. Over here, you have Inda, a completely different word, which means in the presence. And it says, and they make the angels who are slaves of the beneficent females. So that according to us, they are the slaves in the presence, or they are the slaves of God, of Allah. In this verse, it says they are in nothing but in the presence of God. Does that change the meaning?
Absolutely changes the meaning.
So here, slaves over here, they're just in the presence of God.
Exactly.
Which would you rather be?
Rather be in the presence than a slave.
Not as a slave, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that changes the meaning.
Absolutely.
That changes the doctrine.
Absolutely.
That changes the practice there.
Yes.
Now here's a big one. I'm going to do the biggest one here. This is a huge one for you and me, because this has to do with us Christians and Jews. Now, according to your book, it says indeed, they who disbelieve among the people of the Scripture. We're the people of the Scripture, are we not?
Right, yes we are.
Ali Kitab.
Ali Kitab.
That's us. And the polytheists, a lot of them are the polytheists, all right? Will be in the fire of hell. We're going to be in the fire of hell, abiding here in eternity there. They are the worst of the innocent.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
innocent.
Can you see a problem here? The Huff corrects it. The Huff says they are the worst of creatures. So the War says, oh wait, we got a problem here. Let's change it to creatures. But, I'm sorry, the Huff says, let's change it to creatures. But the Warsh, this one here, says that we're innocent. Here, it says we're creatures. Fluvian. Which is the real one? And which would you rather be?
And this is a big question. As we see here, there's a big difference between those two.
We're reading it right here. Read it right there. There it says Bariati, right? Can you read Arabic? Here it says Bariati. Do you see the glottal stop there? There's the glottal stop. Okay, one means the innocent, the other means creatures. Two different words.
Where did you get from Bariya and this one? It's same.
It does not. Read it real carefully. Can you see it's not the same?
Excuse me. This one, when you read, that is different, yeah? In Arabic, this numbering, it is the same.
There's a glottal stop
In
there.
Arabic, it's same.
It's not the same.
It's the same.
It is Ariati.
But there are many meanings of one word. You don't know, just like the Bible.
This means the innocent.
Arabic
That
is same.
means the creature.
No, the Arabic is same in the Arab. When
Do you speak fluent Arabic? Are you an Arab speaker? Then right there, read that right
Shar
there.
al-Bariya is Shar al-Bariya. Same.
Bariati, al-Bariati. There is Bariati. There is no glottal stop there.
Look, when you read in Arabic, it's same. In the Prophet time,
You can
there
even
was no-
see it's not the same. It doesn't look the same. It doesn't read the same.
At the time Prophet, there was no numbering like this. This line, there was nothing.
So,
for you guys,
which are the two?
you to understand.
These two. Which is the one that's in heaven then?
Okay,
This is the Warsh. That is the Hafs. This is the one that's used in North Africa. This is the one.
They are not the same. Look at Surah 43, right? Here's the dot on top, right? But if you look in the half, it's done there.
I understand.
Here, we got that one here.
Listen.
This is
At the time of Prophet, okay, I show you. At the time of Prophet, listen.
But we're talking about this.
Here you have the dot at the top. Here you have the dot at the bottom. There's a beam. There's a noon. Is it a beam or a noon?
At the time of Prophet, there was no line, no
Bro,
sound.
don't change the topic. We talk about that. We talk about that.
This is only for non-Arabs. At the time of Arab, there was no door like this. They used to be same, like today.
It cannot be the same because the letters are different now.
You can buy
Okay, can you see at the time of the prophet? So where is this the time of the prophet? Where is that writing?
This is for non-Arabs.
Where is that writing from the time of the prophet? Where is that manuscript?
Memorize.
You memorize. So anybody can memorize it. You can memorize it one way. You can memorize it one way. You can memorize it one way. Where is the one the prophet received?
Okay, listen.
Where is it? Give me a name. Show me a manuscript.
He wrote it.
Where are the other ones?
Look, tell me the Bible is same or different.
Well, now he's moving to the Bible
Talk
now.
about the Quran.
Here we go.
You can buy these two
I can recite.
today.
Listen. I can recite.
I need the one on the manuscript.
Open any Quran, I recite the same. On my mobile.
It can be the same because you can buy these two today. The Hafs and the one.
Okay, here.
I can show you the differences.
These are the 6 earliest Quranic manuscripts. 1, 2, 3. That's the Top copy. You know the Top copy. How is this the one the prophet revealed?
Yeah, he wrote like this similar.
He wrote like that.
Yes.
Oh, so he could read and write.
Because they were Arab, they didn't need this.
Okay, so this is the one the prophet wrote. What about this one?
This is similar. That he.
Oh, it's similar, Grace.
No, I don't think it's similar.
Okay, how many differences are there between these two manuscripts?
Don't go to writing. When you hear, I recite, any person in any country means the same.
So why did Islam burn it if it was oral?
Huh?
Hold on a minute.
Okay, listen now. Now
When the prophet received the revelation, Zayd ibn Thabit, who is the secretary of the prophet, wrote it down, did he not?
Yeah.
Zayd ibn Thabit. So where is the material? Where is the manuscript he wrote down? Is it this? 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 I'm showing you 6.
They did not need any writing because they memorized. They memorized today even.
At the Battle of Yamama, 70 men died who had memorized it. Udaifa comes back down to, listen to me, I'm reciting your own story. When Udaifa went to the Quran, went to the mosque to recite the Quran, he heard 5 different Qurans. He got angry, he started beating up. This is Al-Bukhari, volume 6, hadith number 510.
5 Quran, where is that? Show me.
Al-Bukhari, volume 6, hadith number 510.
Show me your phone. Show me.
I have it here with me.
5 Quran.
Hold on a minute. He came down, back down from Yamama, and he came back down to Medina, and he said to Uthman, we must write the Quran in the Qurayshi dialect, right? In the Qurayshi dialect, right? Is this the Qurayshi? Is this the Qurayshi? Is this the Qurayshi?
We do not lie in writing. Even if you got no Quran, people memorize the same here.
It's here. Today it's here. And how do you know they are correct? Because of the manuscripts. So you have to have a manuscript to know what they memorize. So what manuscript? I'm not going to ask you a third time. Which of these is the one that Muhammad had written down?
I don't know where you get from.
You don't know.
But
Can you see, folks? Grace, there are no. They're there.
There are no manuscripts. First, brother, you say it's only in here, but we have hadith that says it was written down.
Okay,
right?
written down.
So if you
By Zayd ibn Thabit.
exactly, if you go
And 5 copies were made. Where are they?
tell me the difference.
Where are those 5
where are
copies?
the copies?
Huh?
Where are the 5 manuscripts?
We memorize.
No, brother, the hadith says it
What
was
did
written
you
down.
memorize?
Quran.
What Quran?
Which Quran?
Which? This one? This one? This one? This one? Are you all getting the problem here? These are your only manuscripts. No, none of them are alike. They are not the same Quran. These are your earliest manuscripts. You have nothing earlier than Topkapi or the Samarkand or the Ma'il or the Petropolitanus or the Husseini or the Sana.
Listen, you gave me the proof. You showed me the ayat. Yeah, what's it?
Now he's deflecting again. Grace, you notice he's now moving to another subject.
Yes.
Same.
Okay, Grace, tell the cameras. Why is he deflecting?
No,
Because he has no answer. First of all, he says it's memorized in the head,
Yes.
right? And then why do we have hadith that talks about written stuff? Why did Osman burn it, right? If there were only oral differences, right? Why did he burn it? No, it is not the same because if you look at the manuscripts, right, there are so many differences. It cannot be the same.
It's the same.
No, it's not the same. We've just shown you that they're different.
Like you guys.
No. Have you seen that they're different?
This line is for you non-Arabs because you don't know how to read. It's for me.
We do know how to
You know
read.
how to read.
For me, but they didn't need this line.
The lines and the dots did not, you're right. There were no dots and vowels in the 7th century. They were invented in the 8th century. Do you see any lines and dots here?
Yes, no.
No, so we already passed that. We already agreed. There's no lines and dots. This is the Qira'at problem. This is the Ahruf problem. That came in the 10th century. I'm talking about the 7th century.
Why does
No.
Walker have to write them down?
Okay, let us redo this.
Oh,
Okay?
I'm sorry.
Can you see why you are not answering the question we're asking? We've already done this. We've already passed by this. That was the other gentleman.
Exactly.
What we're asking is much more damaging. Where are your manuscripts from Muhammad? Which are the ones he wrote down? You memorized what? What did you memorize?
We memorized the same Quran which was revealed to Prophet.
Which one? This one? This one?
Look at that. Look at it.
How can you prove
There is no manuscript earlier than these.
We don't need that. I told you.
He doesn't need that. So should we throw these away?
Give me a copy. Just match it. You match it.
You guys are getting worse and worse. Answer the question. Should we throw these 6 away?
These are you. The Muslims are proud about these manuscripts. They're
You're not proud of
proud.
that.
You are very proud because they're the only thing you have.
They even say that's from Osman. You cannot prove that what Muhammad had
Okay.
is what we have today.
I don't think he's heard this argument before. So, Grace, let's go to the cameras. Can you all see the problem this gentleman is having? Thank you very much. He can only say, we memorized it. We don't have to produce it. Do we ever say that about the Bible?
No. We have perfect manuscript.
Would we ever say that about the Bible?
We check our manuscript, we check the differences, and we have written down what we have.
Okay, Grace. Did the early church, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, they just memorized what Jesus said? They just memorized what Jesus did?
No. They were eyewitnesses first of all, and they wrote it down.
So they wrote it down immediately.
They wrote it down, like within a couple of decades. They wrote it down.
And who was writing it down as Jesus spoke? Who was there with pen and paper, always writing it?
You had Matthew.
Matthew was always there writing it down, was he not?
And you had John, right?
And John was an eyewitness. He was at the cross. He saw Jesus on the cross. Did he know the man on the cross?
Yes, of course.
He had been with him for 3 years. And he wrote down what he saw.
Exactly.
And he wrote down what he heard, did he not?
Exactly.
So they wrote it down immediately.
Exactly.
Why did the Muslims not do this?
Well, and I don't know. Ask the Muslim.
They just memorized it, he said. We had good memory at that time. You did not have good memory. Because when you finally did write it down, in the 8th and 9th century, none of them are the same. It's not the same Quran.
What is the original language of Bible? Tell me that.
Oh, now he's deflecting again.
Deflecting again.
So, did they write it down in the language they spoke? So they wrote it down in Greek, right?
They wrote it down in Greek.
So God used Greek, did he not?
Yeah.
Did God also use Hebrew?
Yes.
And in Greek, do you have your vowels and do you have your consonants?
Yes, you have your vowels.
So you can read what you can read exactly what's written.
Exactly.
Then Arabic came in the 6th century, right?
Yes.
Did it have any vowels?
No.
Did it have any dots?
No.
So can you read that Quran?
No.
Can you read this Quran?
No.
And this one?
No.
And this one?
No.
Why would God use a language which you couldn't read?
That's their problem to answer.
That's a pretty innate God, is it not?
And it is.
God would not use a language like that if he already had 2 great languages
Exactly.
that he used for Hebrew and Greek, right?
Exactly.
Why would he then choose a language that no one could understand?
Ask the Muslim.
And you had to wait 300 years before you could finally read it.
Exactly.
And when you can read it, show them up again. When you finally can read it, they don't agree. Where's up?
Let's go to this.
We need more people here to hold stuff.
Sahaba. Let's go to
So this one does not agree. Is this Hafs?
This is worse.
These 2 don't agree.
They don't.
Which one is that?
That is
Al-Basi. So 3 different Qurans. Even when they could finally read it down, write it's upside down.
What is the difference?
So let's go to Hafs. Brother, you're really delusional. We've shown you Surah 43. It has differences. It has a different word. This is an official Quran. Surah 43, 43.
We just showed it.
Okay, tell me the other one. Tell me now.
We had it here. Where's the other one? We need the other one.
The other one, I think you have it in your hand.
I don't know.
Oh, he's got it there. Oh, you're talking about the charts. I'm sorry.
I mean, same verse, yeah?
Here we go. So we have 43, verse 19. You have Ibadu here, you have Inda there. Completely different words, different spellings. One is the presence, the other is slaves. Inda has a noon, this one has a beam. Can you see the dots above, the dots below? So even when you did get it written down, you couldn't agree on it. So we asked at the very beginning, which is the one that's in heaven? This one or this one? And that's just 2. There are 93,000 differences between the 30 different Qurans.
This one,
Just 2 Qurans, there are 5,000 differences.
you are non-Arab. You don't understand how to read.
I know. Here we go again. I am not Arab. I'm not even looking. I'm not even asking you to be Arabic. I can see the difference. I know the difference between a noon and a beam.
This is not at the
This is
time of
a
Prophet.
beam, that's a noon.
Not at the time of Prophet.
Is that okay? Now you're jumping to the time of the prophet. So we went to the time of the prophet and said there is no There are no diacritical marks here. So here you go. You can't even read these ones.
No, you don't like to listen because you're on the camera, yeah? Listen. When you read Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, it's same when you speak. But when you write, might be different. I'm reading.
Brother, these are different words.
America
They're
is same.
different words.
They read the
different words.
same meaning.
Do your own research. They're different words.
We have shown you there are over 4,000 differences in this book and this book.
Right?
This one only has half of the Quran. This is the best you've got. There are 2,270 different words. Nothing to do with dots and vowels. There are no dots and vowels here. Okay, don't say, okay, answer me.
Tell me.
How can you have different 2,270 differences in this book than the one I have in my hand here? How can there be? And this has nothing to do with dots and
What
vowels.
will you write into a blank mushaf?
Tell
Which
me
one?
any person in the world who memorize Bible. 2%, they have same
You're
Bible.
deflecting, you're
Memorized.
But how do we know what someone has memorized? We have a Bible there.
We have a Bible
Written
there.
down.
It's written down.
And we check it to see if they know what they're saying.
Exactly.
So what Quran did they have there to check it?
What Quran?
King James, New Standard Version.
What Quran did they have to... You're not answering any question. You're talking and talking and talking. Answer the question. If they memorized it, what did they memorize? This one? This one? This one?
Spoken by Jesus Christ. What language?
Oh, now you're deflecting again. Answer the question, sir.
Why?
What is your name?
Ahmadi.
Why do they?
Ahmed. Ahmadi, you're looking worried. I can see that. But you have noticed he hasn't answered any of our questions. Have we answered his questions?
No.
Every one of them we have. We said immediately that we don't have this problem. We don't make this claim, do we, Grace?
No, let's go to the written stuff. Let's go to how important the writing of something is, right? Because he has to do his own research, so he trusts only in what the Sahaba say or the oral tradition. But
Okay, the Sahaba are those who were with Muhammad, right?
exactly. So he
And the Tabi'un were the ones that got it from the Sahaba.
exactly.
Would the Sahaba have seen what Muhammad did?
Well, they might claim
They
to
would have
do
seen
so.
what
Yeah,
Muhammad
yeah,
say
yeah.
yes or no?
Yes.
Would they have heard what Muhammad said?
Probably they claim so. Yes.
So why did they not write it down?
Well, that's their question. They have something different, right?
They memorized
They
it.
memorized.
How can you trust their memory?
That's their point to say. I mean, I would be worried.
Well, Dr. Yasser Qadi
Exactly.
and Dr. Shabir Ali gave us the answer
Yes.
last July.
Yes.
And what did they say? I need Shabir Ali and
Well,
Yasser
so
Qadi.
Yasser Qadi, who has already thrown the Quran under the bus, he was asked, as you will show, as Dr. J. Smith has written down, he was asked about the Sahaba because all that Muslims do, they have the Islam. This one said, this one said, this one said, right? So it's kind of hearsay. So he was asked about the Sahaba, right? And then Yasser Qadi, who has 1 degree from the west and 1 degree from the east, from Medina, he tells the Muslim skeptics, well, you know what? In the west, what did he say?
He said in the West, I got a PhD at Yale University in historical criticism. But he also had a degree from Medina, the highest degree in the Islamic sciences. What? Explain the Islamic sciences, and you tell me this. It's known as Isnad, right?
Exactly.
Since none of your men, none of your Sahaba wrote anything down, none of the Tabi'un wrote anything down, they memorized it. That's what you said. They memorized everything the Prophet said and did. They memorized. So what did they write? Where is the Sirah of Muhammad written in the 7th century? Who is the first man to write the Sirah, the biography of Muhammad?
Their companion.
What's his name?
There's no one companion.
What's his name?
There were many.
The name of the man who wrote the story.
Amir Muawiyah, they're one of them. Amir Muawiyah.
Muawiyah didn't write a thing. There's nothing written by Muawiyah. Who wrote your biography? Give me his
You don't
name.
know anything about Quran. That's why
We're not
You
talking about the
claim you
Quran
don't know
now.
anything.
We're talking about Muhammad
you
now.
haven't given me any answer. I gave you answer.
We gave you many answers.
Did we give answers to him? Did he give answers to us? No. We're still waiting for your answers.
I'm asking what language spoken by Jesus Christ.
He spoke Greek. He spoke Aramaic. He spoke, certainly,
Well, Hebrew or Greek?
he spoke Hebrew as well.
No, Greek. Did he know Greek?
Of course he knew Greek. How did he speak to the centurion?
I'm talking about.
How did he speak to the Romans? He had to speak Greek.
What is the language? The
But
Bible
what
written in-
was the language that everybody used in the 1st century? It was Greek, right? So everything was written in Greek.
Greek, yeah?
Okay,
Just
now
let
we've
me
answered
speak.
your question. Answer ours.
Exactly.
Who wrote down what Muhammad said and did?
Who wrote it down? How can you know what happened? How can you know what happened?
I give
How
you
do
answer.
Muslims
One
know
language.
what
What's your answer? What's your answer? Who wrote it down?
God,
It's
and saying this one has said,
Companion.
Show me one companion. Which companion? Muawiyah didn't write a thing. Where is his manuscript? Where is Muawiyah's manuscript?
This is still there.
Where is it? Tell me. Give me a name. Show me the manuscript.
In Turkey as well. It's available.
You know good and well that Muawiyah did not write it down. The man that wrote it down, his name in Ibn Hisham, he died in 833. Muhammad died in 632. Do you not see a problem with that?
Do not depend on writing like Bible because Bible is changed. Bible I will change.
Now here we go, a whole nother deflection.
There are hadiths about
He can't stay on
those
subject, can he?
surahs not being included in your current Quran. Do you even know when your current Quran was settled that it is this one? 1924, the Hafs was decided upon. They needed to do other redactions.
Say that again. The Quran we use today was chosen out of 30 different Qurans. 30 different Qurans in what year?
1924.
And how many years ago is that?
That is like 42. You might be older than the Quran.
That's 100 years ago. But when was it chosen by the Saudi government?
1985, it was chosen as the standard Quran. So the Quran you believe to go back to was Quran of Muhammad. You have no proof. You don't even have complete manuscripts, brother.
It's only 41 years old.
There is no proof.
Are you older than the Quran?
Yeah, there is.
I am. I am older than the Quran. Larry! Larry! Hey, Larry, look here. Are you older than the Quran? I can hear you. I can watch you. You were alive in 1985, weren't you? We can shake hands. We're both gray-haired. We are older than the Quran. God bless you.
Okay, we have
The chosen Quran, this one here, that you chose in 1985, is only 41 years old. Now, I know it comes from Hafs, who died in 796. Absolutely. But can you see why we don't have this problem, Grace?
No, because we have written down manuscripts.
Where? Which language original? Just like
In
Bible,
Greek
original language.
and in Hebrew, but not in Arabic, because God knew which language to use. And the disciples knew which language to use. They used Greek. How many times have I said that now? He's now not listening because he's so busy trying to get the next question.
Exactly, and he missed the point. We had eyewitnesses. We had eyewitnesses, and they wrote it down.
Folks, we need to bring this up. And Grace, can you see what we've done? He's not answered our questions.
It's the same like the.
I don't know how you can answer this question.
You cannot answer the question.
Because, Grace, they don't have any manuscript
They
to support what
have
they're saying.
manuscripts, and they go back to hearsay for the first 200, 300
200 to 300 years, nothing written down, right?
And then your scholars admit on television that it's a not good standard to have this Isnad.
Completely discredited by the West.
Exactly. That's Yasser Qadi.
Yasser Qadi and Shabir Ali.
Show me. Okay.
There is Shabir Ali, there is Yasser Qadi. And do all of this. And read it, okay? Read it.
He's doing his research. So he.
Now do this one. Go home and cry when you read what they're saying. Because they are destroying everything what Muhammad said and what Muhammad did. And these are your best scholars. And they've now admitted it in the last 11 months that they cannot support what he said and did.
Exactly, because listen. So let's talk. Why is this detrimental to the Isnad science?
Because it proves, it's saying that we cannot trust the Isnad science. We as Westerners cannot trust it.
Exactly.
And that's why when he's in the mosque, he will quote from Al-Bukhari. But when he leaves the mosque and comes to Dallas, Texas, he does not quote Al-Bukhari.
But wait a second, Jay. Is he not, in a sense, kind of doing taqiyya on his own followers? Because he is saying, right, he's completely aware that the Isnad is not a good standard. He says this over and over. He says it's discredited in the West. The Isnad. Then he's saying if anybody had a book that would show, that could prove that the Sahaba actually said what they said, he would buy it. So
He would be the first to buy the book.
Yes, so he's admitting for a second time that it is written material that he needs.
He
right?
needs written material.
So then when
Brilliant stuff.
When the Muslims catch on then,
Just read what you've just taken a picture of. He meant that right there.
when the
It's right
Muslims-
here. He said it right here.
When the Muslims, like the other Muslims on television, right, people with the degree, people you have debated, right, like Shabir Ali, when they were asked about this, hey, how could he say this about the Sahaba? What was their answer? What do Muslims have to trust in?
They have to trust in the Quran only because that has manuscripts. So therefore, it's the written text.
Yeah, but what do they say about the Islam and the Sahaba?
They cannot trust it because the Isnad is based on pure people who don't lie.
Wait a second, are you saying that all that Muslims have is the purity of the Sahaba?
That's all they have. And the Tabi'un, and the top Tabi'un, and the top Tabi'un. Every 5 generations that they were perfect. They never lied. So whatever they said can be trusted because it's 100% authentic. Do you believe that?
No, because I'm a human being and I know that nobody is perfect, nobody is pure, right?
That's right.
Except for one person in Surah 19.
And what's his name?
Jesus!
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 Can you see why we can trust Jesus?
We can trust Jesus because the followers wrote it down. Okay, so, but I really want to elaborate on this because you pointed out and you wrote it down how important this is,
Yeah.
right? So you have Yasser Qadi, a scholar in both worlds. He says that the better standard is the written material, yeah?
Yeah.
And then he tells his followers, but this standard we cannot use for our own hadith.
That's
because
right.
He says it's biased. So in a sense, he's lying to his own audience and says, the written standard, we don't use it, we have to have iman, yeah? We have to have faith. So in a sense, he's lying to his own audience.
It's called taqiyya.
He's admitting that the better standard is the written thing.
Is the written standard.
But
And that's why we're demanding it as well.
Exactly.
God bless you. Listen, thanks so much, Grace. We'll do this again. We did this in Germany. We're going to do it in Amsterdam. You've done it now in London.
Yeah, I don't think people are ready because they are still
It's the
going-
first time he's heard this. He doesn't know how to deal with it. He just says they memorize.
That's-
Well, listen, we got
that's-
other people getting on. God bless you. Let me have those. Okay, Jim, are you ready?
This is German.
Are those yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trip you up. We're just trying to help you with what you want. We really do. You're precious.
Well, Larry,
Christ is the way that
wish you had a voice. We could really go to it.
No man
I'd
comes
love to
the
do it.
Father except
Well,
by Jesus
we're here every
Christ.
June.
Today, but you're here until when?
Well, I'm here till Thursday, but I'm booked all the way through. Sorry. Didn't know you were in town. Otherwise, we'd done
I leave in
something.
the morning. So, but I wanted to say hello.
God bless you.
Keep up your good work.
Yeah, you too, Obi.
We are saved by
Jesus Christ.
faith alone, in the Lord Jesus Christ alone. This man, Jay Smith, denies that. Where is that truth? This man, Jay Smith, does not preach the gospel according to the Bible. Actions prove that.
Can I go up next? Or is there an order?
Until Chris.
And he needs to repent and turn back.
He's next, then you're after him, okay?
Through faith in Jesus.
So stay around here.
Come on, join truth and lies. Come on,
Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. No man
We're going to talk about Mecca now, so stay here. Stay here for Mecca.
Jesus Christ.
JFan Films.
No man gets
JFan, show them on it. JPFANDER Films.
Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life.
Okay, wait a minute. Let's get started. Don't just start doing Bible verses. We need to introduce yourself. Okay, here we go. Jim, you've been on the ladder before, haven't you?
Yes, sir.
This is not your first time.
No.
And you're wearing the whole world on your shoulders.
Yes, sir.
And you like the whole world because you're a cartographer.
Yeah, I'm a mapaholic.
A mapaholic, okay.
A map freak.
And you do maps, and you look at cartography,
Yes, sir.
so that's what we call you.
Right.
And you want to talk about specifically something on a map, a city on a map, don't you?
Yes. I took on the map industry as a young man, somehow won, and now I'm in a situation I learned another enormous error. I want to talk about where is Mecca?
Okay, where is Mecca?
Can somebody tell me where is Mecca?
Okay, wait a minute. Before we get into that, why are you even asking this question? Why Mecca?
Why is Mecca? Did Abraham build Mecca? Could Abraham have built Mecca?
Okay, hold on. Even before that, in chapter 7, verse 24 of the Quran, Adam and Eve are thrown out of the Garden of Eden up in space down to where?
Mecca.
So, is there any city earlier than Adam and Eve?
No.
So they're the first people, right?
According to
So
your
this means the
expertise.
first habitation for mankind,
Yes.
which means the oldest city in history, right?
Right.
So that's why this is important, right?
That's why it's important, and I am a map expert.
Okay,
I
hold on a
challenge
minute.
anybody
Okay,
on
okay,
maps.
go and talk about yourself now, all right?
Thank you.
Now here we go. In chapter 21, we have the story of Abraham. In chapter 21, verse 51 to 71, and Abraham is in the Masjid al-Haram, right?
Yes.
So the Masjid al-Haram is what? What is this?
You tell me.
It's the Kaaba.
Kaaba.
So the
okay.
Kaaba is in Mecca today.
Yes.
So that means in 1900 BC, Mecca had to be there, right?
Yeah.
According to both chapter 7 and chapter
You
21.
know better than myself.
Well, I'm just...
Sure.
You now know that, right? Because I'm quoting from the Quran.
Sure.
So if the Quran states that Mecca was there as the earliest place of mankind, and Mecca was there when Abraham was there in 1900 BC, it should be a pretty important city.
It has to be the most important city, and map makers always put the most important city in the center, bold, highlighted, no matter what era, even whether it's 2,000 years ago, 3,000 years ago.
According to the traditions say that Mecca was at the center of trade, north, south, east, and west. So it controlled the trade in that part of the world.
Trade routes. Take a look here. There's the Nabatean trade routes. Look carefully.
Okay, hold on. You're jumping the gun again. We're just trying to give a background as to why we're asking this question. So if it was the center of trade, Jim,
Yes, sir.
it would be pretty well known, wouldn't it?
After everybody knew it, and all map makers put it in the middle.
The traders would have spoken about it.
And it's in big print, highlighted.
They would have written about it.
It'd be right in the middle, like taking up half the map.
So Dr. Patricia Crone, the world's leading authority on Mecca, who reads and writes 15 languages, went and tried to find Mecca. And she went to the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, all the way up to the 7th and 8th century. She read all the original documents. She could not find any reference in any documents to the city of Mecca.
And I'm sure she knows a lot more than me. I just know maps.
Okay? So already we're seeing a problem. If there's no documentation for this city, what does that mean?
There's no evidence. There's no city. I just know on the map it is not there.
Okay, now let's go to your maps now.
Okay, this is the Nabatean. Okay, whichever you want to do, but just hold steady. Okay, here comes the trade routes of the great empires of the 1st century AD. In the 1st century AD, we have the Roman Empire, the Parthian Empire, the Kushan Empire going to India, the Han Chinese, Ni Hao, and Chinese Empire. Look at all those trade routes. And they're even going from Petra to Mur, and they go through there. Where is Mecca? The world's biggest and most important city should be the size of that era, probably the size of the whole Arabian Peninsula. Map makers highlighted it is the most important. It'd be bold, capital, like a supernova.
Okay, so you're saying with all these trade routes, they do go up the certainly the western.
Yes.
What do they call it? The western hemisphere.
Yeah, the western Arabian Peninsula.
Okay, and it's long, and they start in Aden.
Yes.
They go to Sana. They go to Najran. They go to Taif. They go to Yathrib.
And they make it to Petra.
The Khabar. No, they don't go. We're down in Khaybar.
Okay.
And then they go to Tabuk, and then they go to Petra.
I'm sorry.
All right, so that's the way the north.
Yes,
so
sir.
that is the trade route, right?
And here's a very specific one, right
There it is. Okay, there we are. So here is Majah, Hama, Najran. There is, it used to be called Yathrib. There it is. There's Khaybar. There's Taima. There's Tauf. There's Basra. And, of course, Damascus and Petra. So that's what we call the Western Plateau.
Yes, sir.
On the Western Plateau. Is Mecca on the Western Plateau?
Mecca is not on this map at all. And if it's the world's most important city, map makers would make it like a minus 10 supernova. They would be like taking up this thing and be so bold, everything would be circling it.
Okay, is Mecca on the trade route? That's my question.
It is not on the trade route. It
Because
is
there's the trade route. No, put it back again. Turn around. There's the trade route. Do you see Mecca on that
It
trade
is
route?
not on the trade route.
Where would Mecca be if it
It
wasn't?
would be somewhere in this region.
Right
It's
here.
empty. It's a void. It's a black hole.
So it's not here. It should be there.
Yeah, and we got a black hole.
Okay, so that's a problem for you as a cartographer.
Oh, it's an incurable problem.
That's a problem with you as a historian.
It's a problem as a historian. Yes,
Because history should record this, should it not?
it should be up there brighter than the moon.
All right? The fact that it's not there, that troubles you.
I love astronomy. It should be brighter than the moon. It should be
Okay.
almost like the sun.
What
It's
about
that
the maps
size.
themselves? What about the maps themselves?
They look wonderful. I mean, they're very clear, these
Well, you got one over there. Let's look at that one.
Okay. Second century Arabia. Where's Mecca? And if somebody wants to challenge me, if you're saying one tiny dot, if anybody says even one smidgen is Mecca, no way. That should be like a -15 supernova, bright enough to see in the sky. A city that's most important.
Okay, Jim, you're getting really excited. Calm down a bit.
Okay.
Just nice and calm. Tell me, if it's not on the maps, here's another map. We actually have 7 maps from the 7th century, 8 maps from the 7th century. It's not on any one of those maps. Why is that significant?
Because a map maker would always put the world's most important, well-known city where Adam and Eve were, where 70 prophets were, that Abraham built, right in the center, highlighted, bold print. It's jumping off the map in the center.
70 prophets that died there.
Yeah, it should be jumping off the map. Instead of jumping off the map, give me a second on this one. Instead of jumping off the map, if you look carefully, the one thing map makers never do to the most important is cut it off like it doesn't exist. They don't do that. All the gold in Dubai, you couldn't give that. All the black gold in the Persian Gulf, I wouldn't believe that.
Okay, all right. So can you see, folks, this is pretty damaging to Islam. It's pretty damaging because Mecca has to exist.
It's not there.
And why does Mecca have to exist more recently? What's the reason it has to exist?
Well, you tell me better, Doctor.
Well, who was born there?
Well, you know, you're more of an
His
expert.
name was Muhammad, was
Yes.
born there. How many years did he live there? 52 years.
Yeah, that's I'm Sergeant Schultz. I don't know much else, but boy, do I know maps.
So Mecca is where the Kaaba is. Mecca is where they circumambulate 7 times. Mecca has been there since Adam and Eve. Mecca is where Abraham rebuilt the Kaaba with Ishmael.
It can't be. Look at how they cut it off. Map maker never cut it off. That's a sacred cow. They don't do that.
Something that important.
Oh my God! It should be right in the absolute center, jumping off the page. Anybody back in the 7th century should be able to say, "Wow, it's Mecca-centric."
Now you say Ptolemy in the 2nd century. He listed all the towns and all the cities that are in Arabia, did he not?
Yes.
Not called Saudi Arabia at that time.
Sure.
So, did he mention Mecca in any of his documentation?
No.
So even in the documentary account from the 2nd century, which predates Muhammad by 500 years, nothing.
And the map just cut off at 0. Map makers don't do that. Of any city, state, country. I've been around the world so many times. I'm about to get my 6th trip to Hong Kong this year.
Come on, don't talk about yourself.
All right, sure. But the map makers don't do it. You can delete that.
Okay, now can you see why this is important? For Muslims, they have to have Mecca.
Yes.
For Muslims, they have to have a place that has always existed from the time of mankind.
Yes, sir.
They have to have it because Abraham is pretty important.
Abraham's supposed to build Mecca, and it's not there. 7th century.
Ptolemy
Arabia.
them knew nothing about it in the 2nd century.
Nobody knew nothing.
And now Muhammad was born there. Muhammad
Okay,
lived there for 52 years.
You're far more knowledgeable than that than
Well,
me.
you know, everybody who's watching knows this.
Okay.
And then he moved from Mecca to Medina in 622.
Yes.
And then he came back to Mecca in 630.
Yes, sir.
But there was no city called Mecca in 630.
Look at that in the 7th century.
This is the 7th century. So what city did he come back to? Where was he born? So if Mecca did not exist, what do you do with Muhammad?
I'm not the expert in that, but I think somebody might be a good answer at that one. I mean,
We're going to talk about that later with someone else.
But I trust you.
Any last thing you want to say before we go? Yeah, you have a question.
In 1976, I lived in Oman, and it was a very important centre for frankincense, but I didn't see any sign of routes from Oman
towards China, and they also traded, I think, the Roman world as well. So why are those not on that now?
I would check with the Library of Congress. These are from the Library of Congress. A very good question. But I would check with the Library
I will tell you the answer very quickly. Oman is along the bottom of the Hadramat. Therefore, it's all land. All the trade was coming from India and China. And they could not go up the Persian Gulf because of the Sassanians and the Byzantines warring against each other from the 5th, 6th, and 7th century. They had to redirect the trade down past Oman to what is today Yemen. And they had to go to
Sana?
Aden in Yemen. And then they did not take the goods off at Aden. They went up the Red Sea because they're on ship. It's much cheaper to go on ship than to go over land. So there would be no reason to go over land when you have ship. You have the Arabian Sea. And then they went all the way up the Arabian Sea, all the way up to the Gulf of Aqaba. And from the Gulf of Aqaba, they then took it off at Basra. And from Basra, they went off across Iraq, across what is today Israel, over to the Mediterranean. Does that answer your question?
I think so, yes. Basically,
It was maritime.
you have not taken the sea routes.
It was maritime.
Can I have a last word in closing?
All you go.
All glory goes to Jesus Christ. I am nobody important. I should not get in the way. If anybody talking about anything else, get me out of the way. Please delete it. I'm irrelevant. What matters is I'm a map zealot. You couldn't pay me all the black gold in the Persian Gulf. Not every bit of it. I hope the war's over soon. But you couldn't pay me that to believe that Abraham built Mecca. Thank you.
Okay. God bless you. Thanks so much, Jim. It always comes back to him.
That's great.
Poor Jim.